Haha! The Summer of Mario! Moo! Welcome everybody, Cows Crazy here, and it's time to reveal our final standings for our Mario Kart 8 Championship. Thank you everybody for participating in this contest. Win, lose, draw, whatever happened, I hope you all had fun. I have a lot of fun running this contest, and I had a lot of fun seeing you guys play. And hopefully you guys had fun too following along and made the races more fun to watch. So thank you all for playing. You're very committed players, and I cannot thank you enough for that. So thank you very much. Let's get on with some standings. Let's see the bottom end of all the character standings now. So this is the bottom half, and dead last, if you made a guess, is Dry Bowser. 122 points. There's your bottom 24, 5. I forget how many it is. How many? Let's see. That's I can do a quick math here. 3, 21. Yeah, 25. That's your bottom 25 players there. Just in case you wanted to see where your character ended up. That's probably enough looking. You can pause it if you want to study it more. Let's move on to the top 10 and your eventual winner now. So there we go. There's your final top 10 character standings. But the top 3 are what are important because those will affect the player standings, which you're about to see. So in first, it is Toadette. Anybody that picked Toadette at the very beginning gets a 20% bonus, which means their points, whatever they ended up with, 20% of their points is then added on to their points again to give them their grand total. Hopefully that makes sense. Wario. He finished second. If you picked Wario, you get a 10% bonus. 10% of your points is added on to your points to give you your grand total. Larry, he ends up in third with that final race there. He gets a 5% bonus if you picked him at the beginning. And believe it or not, all 3 of these points and bonus points do come into play. Hell, fourth would have came into play if I would have gave it away there. It would have come down to Donkey Kong in fifth, who I don't think anybody picked. Right? Nobody picked Donkey Kong. Well, maybe somebody did. Hold on, look. Why am I looking at this now? Why am I talking about this right now? This is so stupid. No, nobody picked Donkey Kong. Okay, so yeah, I would have came down to fifth before somebody finally didn't pick him. Actually, sixth. Somebody picked sixth. Roy. Somebody picked Roy. So that would have come into play there. So lots of the characters you picked were at the top here. But anyways, that's not the point. You guys want to see player standings. And let's start off at the bottom. I feel so sad to show the bottom, but let's start off at the bottom. In dead last, I'm very sorry, it's Extreme Trav at 795. This guy had the worst luck in the last half of this tournament. I'm telling you, he was a top 5 player, if you recall for a while there. He was in the prize zone, and then I've never seen anybody fall off a cliff so quick. He had the worst luck. Like, it's just crazy. Like, after race 20, I don't think he had any kind of good luck. Jazetta Toad. He's down there, unfortunately. Sorry, Jazetta Toad. Hope you had a lot of fun. It was fun watching you make your picks. You were up, you were down. You were never up, but you were all over the place in the standings. And that's where you ended up. I'm very sorry. Same with Boohead. Boohead at 849. You were up there for a little bit, and you were back down. You were up and down, and that's where you ended up. Again, I'm sorry. Dragon Ball Z. DBZ, the Assassin's Volke. He finishes up in 11th spot with 850 points. Very sorry you have finished in this low territory. There is another contest in another Mario Kart future time. Let's move on to 10th place, 8th, 9th, and 10th. Who are they? In 10th place, it is Charmed at 861. the once leader of this tournament. He had a first place position at one point, and he has seen darker days as he has fallen to 10th at 861. Tale of the Toaster. Last year's trophy winner, second place trophy winner. He was up there. He was threatening for a trophy this year, and then maybe his picks were influenced by the battle bots. I don't know. I saw a lot of that from you there on Toaster on the Twitter, and maybe the battle bots had you distracted, and you couldn't make good picks coming down the stretch. And he finishes in 9th place. Samus Link, the Zelos' niece, finishes up with 864 points, and after a slow start, she actually picked it up there near the end, but not enough. Too little, too late. Now, let's move on to what I like to call the sadness zone. This is our sadness on a hill territory, because it's going to be 6th and 7th. There it is. 6th and 7th are there. This is just outside the prize zone. In 7th place, we have Exceeding Shadow with 888 points. He was a prize winner last time. He had a trophy. He came 3rd last time. This time, not so much. 7th place, just outside the prize zone. You finish up in 7th. Matthew Klug is the ultimate sadness on a hill, though, as he finishes up here in 6th place. He only had 861 points. He was dead last at one point in this tournament until it went in. He was dead last going into 200cc, I believe. But he turned it around, but again, not enough. Even his character that he picked at the beginning really turned it around. Larry, who had a lot of good races down the stretch, he ends up with a 5% bonus, so you can see his bonus went from 861 to 904 because of the 5%. It's only that much, so it moves him up to 6th place. Not enough to get into the prize zone. Let's get into the prize zone now. 4th and 5th. These guys are not getting trophies. You will not be getting trophies, but I will be sending you some kind of a prize. We'll work on that. Some kind of Nintendo gift card or maybe a little trinket I got around here I can send you. I will send you something. Don't worry about that. We'll work out an appropriate prize for you guys. And here you are now. In 5th place, it is the Neon YouTubers. Neon YouTubers, you finish up with 917 points. Good enough for 5th. I've promised a prize. Please contact me on the Twitter. A DM would be preferred. And I need your full real name and mailing address. And we will work out some kind of a prize that you would desire and that I think is fair and I can afford. Sam the Alpier, he finished in 4th place last year, which was just outside the prize zone, and I felt horrible for Sam the Alpier because he picked bad on the last week. He picked bad on this week too, but I don't know if he would have picked good if it would have done much of a difference. It could have, I guess, with his 10% bonus, because he had the Wario. The 10% bonus pushed him up into this prize zone, so Wario helps him get the prizes. He only had 842 points, but the 10% bonus gets him up to 926 points. Good enough for 4th. Again, DM me, Mr. Sam. The Alpier Samburger Helper makes a great meal. I will be sending you some sort of prize. But now, let's get into the top 3. Let's get into the trophy zone. Who is going to be taking home a cow trophy here today? Let's start off with 3rd place. Now, it's Zellos 1826. She ends up in 3rd place with a total of 1,041 points. You are our bronze medal trophy winner. You will be getting that either ASAP or, since I go down to Florida all the time, for some reason, I don't know why, I can always bring it to you in person, but We'll see about that. I'll probably ship it to you because it'll get there faster. Winner, winner, you are our bronze medal trophy winner, whatever you want to call it. Let's move on to second place and first place is coming up here, and I'm telling you, everybody, this came down to the wire. This came down to the very last race. Separated these two combatants. If they would have picked differently in this last race, the outcome could have been very much different, but they didn't. They picked what they picked, and this is how it turned out. In another universe, things could have been different, but they weren't. In second place, it's Tom, last year's winner. This gets a second trophy for the mantle, putting it over the fireplace, and everybody can look proud at your great trophy accomplishments as you have now a second place to go along with your first from last year. 898 points is what you had normally, but you won the Toadette bonus. 20% bonus brings you up to second place. Almost won you the thing. You won the bonus last year with Rosalina, and that was good enough to win you the tournament. Not this time. This time it was close, but no cigar. You still get a second place trophy. Winner right there. Again, contact me on the Twitters. A DM would be best. I believe your mailing address is still the same. I probably still have it here written down somewhere, but I'd like to confirm that it's still correct. Contact me, good old Kalia Tom. And that only leaves one person left. They led this entire tournament minus 1 week. And they are probably the rightful winner, but it could get close. Ooh, the winner, first place, is the Apgan, or Aphagan. I haven't said your name right this whole bloody thing. Why start now? 1,104 points. Didn't need no bloody bonus to do it. He wins it clean and legit. 100% right out. Almost wire to wire. You are the Mario Kart 8 champion. Congratulations, Pagan. You will be getting the cow trophy, the championship trophy, and I will send you some kind of prize along with that trophy, some kind of trinket, I don't know. Again, DM me on the Twitters, and we will work it all out, I am sure. Thank you everybody again. I cannot thank you enough for this. Been a very, very fun tournament. I'm sure I will do it again in the future. Mario Kart 9. Maybe I've thought of going backwards in time. Maybe doing something like Double Dash. Maybe the Game Boy Advance game or DS. I don't know. I could do that, but some of those the racing isn't the same. But we'll see. We'll see how the future goes as far as Mario Kart is going. Of course, one last shout out. If you want to race me one-on-one and you own this game, please check out my one-on-one video. Add your name to the list. I would love to race against you. Until next time, everybody, I hope you enjoyed this tournament. Thank you again all for playing. Congratulations again to Pagan, our eventual Mario Kart 8 champion. And of course, Moo!